Hello and welcome ulit sa channel ko, and today we will discuss about the basic method or methods for making economy studies. So this topic is actually an advanced topic on engineering economy, and there are several methods on making economy studies, so namely rate of return method, the annual worth method, present worth method, future worth method, and payback or payout period method. So, itong method na to, isa-isahin natin yan mamaya sa pag-answer ng sample problem natin. Kasi mas maintindihan and mas ma-analyze natin maigi kung paano nangyayari itong mga method kapag meron tayong example. So, didiscuss natin yan isa-isa later on sa problem. So, ano bang purpose nitong mga method na to? Actually, ang purpose niyan is to know if the investment or yung business na papasukin natin is economical or profitable, no, or sapat yung kinikita niya, or ang term natin dito is justified, no, kumbaga sapat yung gusto nating kita dito sa business na papasukin natin or investment. Okay, so solve na tayo ng problem para malaman natin kung paano yan ginagawang each method na yan. So sample problem, an investment of 200,000 pesos. So, ito yung initial investment natin. Can be made in a project that will produce a uniform annual revenue of 185,400 pesos for 5 years. And then, have a salvage value of 10% of the investment. Out-of-pocket cost for operation and maintenance will be 81,000 pesos per year. The company expects capital to earn 25% before income taxes. Is this a desirable investment? Yan. What is the payback period of the investment? With taxes and insurance, 4% of the investment. Okay? So, siguro naintindihan naman natin yung problem, pero isa-isahin pa rin naman natin yan. So, an investment na 270,000. So, kung imagine nyo may nag-aalok sa inyo ng business, no, na nagkakalaga ng 270,000 or investment. Okay, that is the initial cost, or ang term natin diyan, the first cost or the original cost, 'di ba, ng investment, or first cost, no? Uh, so, yan yung initial investment natin, can be made in a project that will produce. Pero ito naman yung ano niya, kikitain niyan, or yung revenue niya, no? Produce uniform annual revenue of 185,000 pesos per year. 185,400 pesos for year, for 5 years. Kasi after 5 years, may salvage value na siya ng 10% of the investment. So, ano ba tong revenue? Pag sinabing revenue, hindi siya yung kita eh. Ito yung sale or yung benta. Yung benta natin. Kung nagbebenta tayo ng product, ito yung after, at the end of the day, magkano lahat yung nabenta natin. So, that is the revenue. Ima-minus pa natin dito yung mga ginagastos natin para malaman natin kung magkano yung kita natin. Yung kita ngayon is the profit. No? Kung hindi pa ito yung ano natin, profit. Revenue pa lang siya. So, after 5 years, may salvage value and may sinabi dito out-of-pocket cost. So, kung babasahin natin out-of-pocket, kung isipin natin, that is, di ba, galing sa bulsa, no? Kung baga, kumuha mismo, cost pa yan, no? Gastos pa yan ng isang investment. So, meron pa siyang additional cost for operation and maintenance. Siyempre, kailangan natin yan para umandar yung investment. 81,000 pesos per year ang operation and maintenance ng investment na yan. The company expects capital to earn 25%. So ito yung gustong kitain nung may-ari or mismong ikaw pag inoperate na natin tong investment na to. So ito dapat, no, ini-expect natin na 25% yung kikitain niya. So kung bumaba man diyan, pwedeng hindi na siya justified, or pwede ka nang malugi diyan, or hindi enough yung kikitain niyan sa mga cost mo pa na sa sarili mo. So, siyempre, pag mas tumaas dyan, mas okay sa atin, no? Kasi, yan lang yung pinaka-base na gusto ko dapat ganito yung kikitain kasi marami pa akong ginagastos sa buhay-buhay, di ba? So, yun yung ibig sabihin yan. So, before income taxes, meaning wala pang tax doon sa kikinikita mo. Okay? Is this a desirable investment? And, so, yun nga, no? Desirable ba siya? Kumikita ba siya ng sapat? So, malalaman natin yan by applying this method. what is the payback period of the investment, and with taxes and insurance of 4% of the investment. Okay? So itong taxes and insurance is pwedeng property tax or insurance ng property. Itong sinasabing income tax, ito naman yung pag may kita ka na, kinakaltas yung tax. Baka kasi magulo kayo dito before income tax, so may taxes pa dyan nakalagay. Okay? So yan. Yan yung given natin. So gamitan natin nung isang mga method ng making economy studies. So desirable ba siya? Justifiable ba tong problem na to? So tutuloy ba natin tong business na to? So kapag may inoffer sa inyong ganyan na business, tingnan nyo yung syempre may economy studies yan. Hindi pwedeng mawala yan kapag lalo na offered business yan. Okay? May studies sila na kikita ka dito. Okay? Aralin nyo rin yun. Yan sa mga franchise na business, meron yan pinapakita na economy studies. Okay? So, yan. Pasok tayo sa first method, yung rate of return. So, by rate of return method, solve natin siya. So, what is rate of return? So, rate of return is actually the measure of effectiveness of an investment of capital. So, it is a financial efficiency. So, gaano ka-efficient yung ininvest mo o yung capital mo na kumikita every year. So, that is the rate of return. Kumbaga, efficiency, di ba? Output over input. So, gaano output over input, no? So, efficiency, alam naman natin ibig sabihin yan efficiency. So, effectiveness. Okay, so ang formula natin ng rate of return dito is equal to net annual profit. So, ito yung kita na, no? Kinikita. So, profit na yan. So, meaning revenue minus the cost over the capital invested. Yan lang yung formula ni rate of return. So, annual profit, ito yung mismong, di ba, yung pumapasok na sa atin, no, na pera every year. Tapos, magkano yung nilabas nating pera, yung capital invested. So, that is efficiency. Siyempre, times 100%. So, if rate of return is greater than, itong rate of return na to na na-solve natin is greater than the desired rate of return, then the investment is justified. So, meaning, pwede mo ituloy yan, no? Profitable yan. Okay? Pero kung yung rate of return na na-solve natin is less than the desired rate of return, then the investment is not justified. Meaning, mas mababa dun sa desired natin. So, ayaw natin, no? Kasi hindi yun sapat na kitaan nung isang business. Okay? So, apply natin dito sa problem. So, yung rate of return na sinasabi, no? Yung desired rate of return, okay? Desired rate of return. Actually, nandito na yan. Nabasa na natin yan, di ba? The company expects capital to earn 25%. Yan. Actually, yan na yung desired rate of return natin, no? Palitan ko lang yung kulay. So, yan na yung desired rate of return natin. Yung 25%. So, percentage. Desired ROR is equal to 25%. And actually, that desired rate of return, kung walang given na interest rate dito, kasi mamaya gagamitin natin yung interest rate. So, saan? Mamaya malalaman natin, no? So, wala siyang given na interest rate. Yung desired rate of return can be equal to the letter I, no? The interest rate or the effective rate of interest, 25%. Again, sa ibang problem, magkahiwala yung given yan, rate of return, tsaka yung interest rate. Pero this problem, walang sinabing interest rate, so therefore, ini-equal na lang natin siya sa rate of return. So, saan natin gagamitin yung interest rate? Mamaya, no? Malalaman natin. So, yung capital invested, ayan na yun, yung first cost, no? Or yung CO, di ba? Sa ano natin, sa depreciation, that is 270,000. And then, sulat lang din natin yung salvage value, 10%. Salvage value, pwedeng SV or CL, C sub L, no? 10% of 270,000, that is 27,000. So again, kung narinig niyo na yung original cost and yung or the first cost and the salvage value, ibig sabihin meron diyang depreciation, ano? Meron tayong isosolve na depreciation. Actually, combination na to ng ng mga topic from the beginning of the engineering economy until now, no? Ayan, combination siya lahat. So, yung capital invested, wala tayong problema, may given tayo dyan. So, ano tong net annual profit? So, sabi natin yung profit is the revenue minus the cost. So, alamin muna natin ano ba yung revenue or the annual revenue niya nung business na to or yung investment, no? So, annual revenue niya is equal to, sinabi naman dyan, 185,400. So, that is the annual revenue. Again, ima-minus natin lahat dyan yung annual cost. Okay? Annual cost na meron dito sa investment na to. Okay? Ayan. So, para makuha yung net annual profit. Ang unang sinusolve natin dito sa annual cost is actually the depreciation nung investment. Depreciation. The annual cost of depreciation, yung lowercase d. And ang ginagamit nating depreciation method is actually the sinking fund method. Sinking fund method. Okay? Kaya meron tayong interest rate. So, dito natin gagamitin yan, yung interest rate na to. Okay? Ang formula natin dyan sa annual cost or annual depreciation cost using sinking fund method is original cost minus salvage value all over 1 plus I raised to life minus 1 over I. So, yung life natin dito is yung 5 years. Kasi after 5 years, may salvage value na siya agad. No? Lagay lang natin life is 5 years. So, masasolve na natin tong depreciation. So, the original cost is 270,000 pesos minus the salvage value na 27,000 pesos all over 1 plus 0.25. Again, kapag walang given na interest rate, equal lang natin yan sa rate of return. Raised to 5 minus 1 all over 0.25. Then, calculate lang natin. 270 270,000 minus 27,000 over 1.25. Pinag-add ko lang, raised to 5 minus 1 all over 0.25. Okay? So, the annual depreciation natin is 29608. 29608.76. Ayan, pesos. No? That is the depreciation cost. So, yan yung unang sinusolve natin. And the next, ano pa meron dito sa problem? So, meron tayong operation and maintenance cost. So, operation and maintenance cost will be equal to, so wala namang formula na yan, no? Sulat lang natin dyan. Ang maintenance and operation cost natin is 81,000 pesos. Okay, and then, ano pang cost natin dyan? Ito, yung taxes and insurance na 4% of the investment. So, lagay lang natin taxes and insurance equals sa 4% of the investment, which is 270,000 pesos. So, that is equal to 0.04 times 270,000. 10,800. Yan. Then, ipag-add lang natin tong depreciation plus the operation and maintenance cost plus the taxes and insurance. So, makukuha natin yung total annual cost. So, total, ipag-add lang natin yan to get the total annual cost. So, that would be 10,800 plus 81,000 plus 29,608.76. That is 121,408.76. 121,408.76 pesos tamba. So, yan. Tama. So, that is the total annual cost. Okay? Then, ang formula ni rate of return, so that is net annual profit over capital invested. Again, capital invested, wala tayong problem, 270,000. So, net annual profit is actually, yan, net annual profit is equal to the annual revenue minus the annual cost. So that would give us 185,000 pesos, 400, meron pa palang 400, minus 121,408.76. So, minus lang natin yan. Nandiyan na yung 101,408.76 minus 185,400. So, that will be 63. So, hindi siya negative, ano? Inuna ko lang yung 121 minus 185. So, that is positive. So, the net annual profit is equal to 63,991.24. So, meron na tayong net annual profit. So, masosolve na natin yung rate of return. Again, ang rate of return is equal to net annual profit over the capital invested. Siyempre, times 100%. So, that is 63,991.24 pesos divided by capital invested, that is 270,000. 3,000 times 100%. So, again, yan, no? Times lang natin sa negative 1 para mag-positive. Yan. Divided by, sorry. Ito na yan, no? 63,901.24 divided by 270,000. 23.7 times 100%, that is 23.70. 70%. So, by inspection, syempre, 23 is less than yung the desired rate of return na 25%, no? Ayan. So, syempre, sasabihin natin na this investment is not justified kasi less than desired rate of return yan. Kahit sabihin natin na kumikita ka ng 63,900 plus every year, hindi yan enough kasi ang kailangan mo dapat 25% yung rate of return. So, ang pinaka-final answer natin is in terms of sentence, no? So, since rate of return or 23.70% is less than the desired rate of return na 25%, therefore, the investment, ano bang tanong? Is this a desirable investment? So, therefore, not desirable or not justified. Yan. Yan ang mga pwede nating ilagay natin dyan sa final answer natin. So, yan na yung ibabox natin. No? So, final answer. Okay. So, kung may question kayo about that rate of return, so pwede nyo naman i-comment. And then, punta tayo sa next method. Okay, the annual worth method. So, in this method, interest on the original investment. So, interest on the original investment or sometimes called the minimum required profit is included as a cost. Okay? So, kung dito sa rate of return, ang mga annual cost lang natin is depreciation, operation maintenance, and taxes and insurance. O kung meron pa ibang given, dito idadagdag natin yung sinasabing interest on the original investment or the minimum required profit. Meaning, ito yung pinakamababang profit dapat na makuha ng business. Kapag bumaba yan dyan, hindi siya desirable. Ano? So, yung minimum required profit, ita-times lang natin yung interest sa original investment. Okay? So, isasama natin siya included as a cost. If the excess of the annual cash inflows over the annual cash outflows is not less than 0, the proposed investment is justified or valid. No? So, alam naman natin ang cash inflows is yan yung pumapasok na pera natin. Cash outflow, ayan yung lumalabas sa pera natin. So, syempre, kapag pinag-minus mo yan, inflows minus outflows. So, kung hindi is not less than 0, meaning positive numbers, no? Syempre, may kita. So, the proposed investment is justified or valid. So, ang formula natin dito, annual worth is equal sa annual cash inflows minus cash outflow. kapag greater than 0 yung annual worth natin, the investment is justified. And pag less than 0 yung investment natin, therefore, the investment is not justified. Okay? So, ganun pa rin, inflows and outflows, revenue, cost, yan pa rin ang pag-uusapan natin dyan. Okay? Almost the same lang yung gagawin natin dito sa sa rate of return, no? So actually same lang pala talaga, dadagdagan lang natin. So itong mismong ginawa natin na revenue hanggang dito sa taxes and insurance, copy na lang natin kasi same lang 'yan. Yung gagawin natin diyan. Ayan, kinapi ko lang. Yung annual revenue, 185,000. So, same lang yan. Yung annual cost, depreciation, same lang din yan. Operation maintenance, same lang yan. Taxes, insurance, same lang din. So, again, magdadagdag tayo dito sa cost. Buray natin yan, ano. So, from the meaning of the annual worth method, sabi, interest on the original capital or investment is included as a cost. So, interest on capital. So, lalagyan lang natin dyan, red, ano. So, interest on capital, interest on capital. So, dadagdagan lang natin ito. So, yung interest na gagamitin natin is actually the rate of return. So, yung interest dito, interest will be equal sa rate of return na 25%. So, kapag dalawa yung given, interest sa rate of return, ang gagamitin pa rin dito ay yung rate of return. Okay? That is yung gagamitin natin to compute the interest on the original investment or the interest on capital. So, that is 0.25 or 25% times the capital of 270,000. So, that is 270,000 times 0.25, that is 67,500. Okay? Then, i-add lang natin yan for the total annual cost. So, add lang natin 67,500 times 10,800 plus 81,000 plus 29,608.76. So, the total annual cost for this problem is 188,908.76. So, kung titingnan pa lang natin itong na-solve natin, okay? So, in total annual cost, ibig sabihin ito yung every year na ginagastos natin, 188. Tapos, yung annual revenue natin, ito yung every year na sales natin, 185,400. Kung titingnan natin, 185,000 tapos 188 yung ginagastos mo, ilugi ka na, di ba? Lugi ka na agad dito sa business na to. Okay? Para makuha natin yung annual worth, ipagmaminus natin yung inflow. Ito yung inflows, di ba? Yung ano lang to. Revenue inflow. Ito yung outflow. Ito yung lumalabas na pera sa atin. Cost yan eh. So, annual worth will be equal to the revenue na 185,400 minus the outflow na 188,908.76. So, again, kung titingnan lang natin dito, may kita na natin na negative na agad yung sagot dyan. Diba? 185,400 minus 188,908.76. So, that is negative 3,508.76. Ayan. So, sabi natin, kapag less than 0, then the investment is not justified. So, since AW or annual worth is less than 0, which is, yan nga, negative 3,508.76, therefore, the investment is not justified or desirable. The investment is not justified. And actually, itong annual worth method is one of the easiest method dito sa economy studies. Again, kung may question, comment nyo lang and sasagutin natin yan. Okay? Ayan. Then, proceed na tayo sa next method. But before we proceed, sabihin ko lang ulit na ang gagamitin natin dito sa interest on capital is the rate of return. Kung sa problem ay given rate of return tapos interest separate, ang gagamitin natin dito is the rate of return. Okay? And dyan lang, interest of capital, bakit na natin dinagdag yan sa cost is because ayan yung mismong method niya, no, ni annual worth. Pinapadagdag talaga sa atin yan. Okay? Ayan. So, proceed tayo sa next method, the present worth method. So, from the word present worth, so this pattern for economy studies is based on the concept of present worth. If the present worth of all of the net cash flows is equal to or greater than 0, the project is justified economically. Okay? So, present worth will be present worth of net cash inflows minus present worth of net cash outflows. So again, kapag mas mataas yung inflows natin kaysa outflow na pera, no, kahit present worth pa yan or future worth, is justified yung investment natin. No? So if present worth is greater than 0, the investment is justified, and present worth is less than 0, then the investment is not justified. Dito sa present worth method, gagawa tayo dito ng dalawang cash flow. Cash flow for cash inflows and cash flow for cash outflows. So, umpisa natin sa cash inflows or outflows. Or kahit ano, no? Depende sa inyo yan. So, pareha lang din naman yung mangyayari dyan. So, for cash inflows, so ano ba yung pumapasok natin? Pumapasok dito. Okay, so ang cash inflow natin is actually, kung babalikan natin tong given natin, no? So ang pumapasok lang naman sa atin dyan is yung revenue every year for 5 years, di ba, na 185,000 pesos. So gagawa lang tayo ng cash flow dyan for 5 years. Ayan, nagyan na lang, ayan, okay na yan. For 5 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ayun, sakto, no? So for 5 years, may pumapasok sa atin na 185,400. So every year 'yan. So sabihin, bracket ko na lang na 185,000 pesos or 400. So that is annuity, 'di ba? Kasi equal payment occurring at equal interval of time. So ano pa bang pumapasok sa atin dito? So revenue lang, 'di ba? Pero meron pang isang papasok sa atin at the end of its life. 'Di ba? Sabi dito, for 5 years yung revenue natin, and after 5 years magkakaroon siya ng salvage value na 10% of the investment, which is 27,000. So after 5 years, itong salvage value papasok na pera natin 'to, no? So that is kasama sa inflow natin. So ito ngayon, sasama yan. So after 5 years, may additional 27,000 ka pa dito pesos. And then, solve lang natin yung present worth ni inflow, no? Ayan, lagay lang tayo ng focal date dito sa present. And then, ano lang natin? Sabihin natin this is the present worth or PW ni inflow. In na lang, no? Present ni in. Present worth ni in. So, in 27,000, that is a compound interest. Ang formula lang yan, papuntahin lang natin sa present, that is 27,000 times 1 plus I. So, I again is equal to rate of return, that is 25%. So, again, kapag may separate given yan, iba yung I, iba yung ROR. So, dapat yung I yung gagamitin natin dito. Okay? So, interest, 0.25 raised to 5 or negative 5. Diba? Present worth tayo. And itong 185,400 is actually a annuity, no? Ang present worth ni annuity is annuity 185,400 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.25 raised to ilang years to? Negative 5 all over 0.25. And to compute the present worth of cash inflows, so present worth ni inflow is equal to, ayan, 185,400 times 1 minus 1.25 raised to negative 5 all over 0.25. Again, pinag-add ko lang to. Plus 27,000 times 1.25 raised to negative 5. So, pinag-add ko lang ulit yan. So, para mas madaling i-calculate. Okay? 185,400 times 1 minus 1.25. So, pwede na tanggalin yung parenthesis niyan. Raised to negative 5. All over 0.25 plus 27,000 times 1.25 raised to negative 5. So, answer natin dito will be 507,439. So, present worth ni inflow is 507,439.872. Sama natin kasi tatlo lang naman siya. No? So, yan yung present worth ni inflow. So, ngayon, solve naman natin yung present worth ni outflow. Okay? Ayan. So, gagawa din tayo ng additional cash flow for cash outflow. So, for cash outflow, so lagay ko na lang dito, no? Cash outflow naman. So, or yung cost, no? Yung annual cost. So, sa cash outflow natin, ang lumalabas na pera natin is yung annual cost. 'Di ba? So, yung annual cost lang. So, annual cost. So, ang annual cost natin dito is actually excluding depreciation. Or hindi kasama yung depreciation sa pag-compute dito sa annual cost dito sa cash outflow, dito sa present worth method. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, itong 27,000 is the salvage value. No? Kumbaga, yan na yung simplification or nung ano natin, nung depreciation every year, yung 27,000 pesos. Kaya nasama na natin siya sa cash inflow natin na pumasok na yan sa pera natin, no? Kaya hindi na natin isasama yung depreciation dito sa cash outflow. And kung titingnan natin, ang annual cost natin dito will be equal to punta natin yung sa rate of return, yung depreciation, operation cost, and taxes and insurance. And sabi natin, hindi natin sinasama si depreciation. So, yung annual cost na lang natin doon is the operational cost or the maintenance cost na 81,000 plus the taxes and insurance na 10,800. So, yun na lang yung ano natin dito. No? Annual cost, 81,000 plus 10,800. So, that is 91,800. So, that is yung annual cost. Yan na lang yung annual cost natin. So, mag-drawing tayo ng cash flow para mas maintindihan natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, hindi na siya sakto. Ayan. So, for pataas naman tayo, annual cost natin is 81,000. So, every year, meron kang annual cost. No? Every year, cost natin, 81,000. 91,000 pala, sorry. 1,800. And meron pa ba tayong ano dyan, cash outflow? Ano pa ba yung nilabas natin pera? Ito lang bang annual cost lang yung nilalabas nating pera? Yung operation maintenance plus yung taxes na insurance? So, hindi, di ba? Sa unang-una pa lang, naglabas na tayong pera. Yun yung investment na 200,000 pesos or the first cost natin, no? Original cost. So, yung 270,000, nilabas din nating pera yan. No? Cash outflow din yan. So, lalagyan natin yan dito sa present, sa zero. Unang-una pa lang, naglabas na tayo ng 270,000 pesos. Okay? And then, ayan lang, yan lang yung ano natin dyan, yung mga cash outflow natin. So, compute lang natin yung present worth ni cash inflow or out, present worth outflow. Ayan. So, yung 270,000, nandiyan na sa present yan, wala na tayong gagawin. Yung 91,800 na lang. Which is, annuity ulit yung 91,800. So, ang formula niyan is 91,800, 1 minus 1 plus 0.25 raised to 5 years, negative 5 all over 0.25. So, the present worth of cash outflow, Yan. So, present worth of the cash outflow will be equal to 270,000, yung first, natin, investment. Di ba? Plus yung annuity natin na 91,800. So, annual cost natin yan. 1.25 raised to negative 5 over 0.25. Again, hindi kasama yung depreciation na. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, kinonsider din natin dito yung original cost. Dito naman sa inflow, kinonsider natin yung salvage value. So, parang andyan na rin, na-summarize na rin dyan yung depreciation cost natin. Kaya hindi na natin sinasama yung depreciation cost. Okay, so, value natin for present worth outflow, 270,000 plus 91,800 times 1 minus 1.25 raised to negative 5 all over 0.25. So, check lang. 270,000 times 91,800, 1 minus 1.25 raised to 5. Yan. Equals. So, the present worth natin sa cash outflow is equal to 516. 875. 875.904. So, meaning ito yung mga lumalabas na pera natin presently, na present worth. Nilagay lang sa present. So, ito 516,000. So, yung inflow natin, 507. So, meaning ito lang yung pumapasok na pera natin compare sa lumalabas na pera natin sa atin, no? So, lugi ka. Okay? Lugi ka dito. So, mas mataas yung nilalabas mong pera kaysa sa pumapasok na pera sa'yo. Okay? By present worth method. So, since pwede natin sabihin yan, present worth ni outflow, o cash outflow is less than present worth ni cash inflow. Therefore, ayan, investment is not justified. Is not justified. So, kahit hindi na natin ipag-minus yan, no? Yung out, in minus out, kita naman natin na negative yung lalabasan dyan. Kaya sinabi na lang natin na ang present worth cash outflow is less than present worth cash inflow. Mas malaki yung binalabas natin pera kaysa sa napapasok na pera sa atin. Therefore, the investment is not justified. Okay? Ayan. So, actually, itong mga method natin, almost same naman sila ng nilalabas sa sagot. No? Ginagawa lang natin, at least actually dapat at least 2 method ang gamitin to confirm na tama yung una mong ginawa na method. 'Di ba? So, ayan, possible kasi may mali tayo na solve, tapos sa pangalawa, ba't nag-iba yung sagot nila? Ito justified, ito not justified. So, ngayon, titingnan mo yung isa dyan. Re-reviewin mo kung tama yung ginagawa mo dyan. Okay? Ginagawa natin yan, yung 2 or more method para ma-confirm na tama yung sagot natin. Okay? Kung may assignment ba kayo, at least 2 method, no, yung ipapasa dito sa ang ipasa nyo for this topic para to confirm na tama yung una nyong ginawa. Okay? So, proceed na tayo sa next method. Actually, almost same siya ng present worth method. Dito, future worth method. So, meaning, future worth naman yung i-compare natin. So, ganun lang din yung process. Kung dito yung sinolve natin dito is present worth, tapos pinag-confirm, compare natin, dito naman, future worth ang isosolve natin para tapos i-compare lang natin. So same ano lang 'yan, same cash flow lang. Yung tawag dito, future worth. So kahit di na natin basahin yung meaning niyan, so same lang sila nung present worth. Dito lang future worth na yung isosolve natin. Okay? Ayusin lang natin Tanggalin ko lang yung mga iba, yung present worth. So, dito, sa cash inflow, ang sosolve natin is the future worth. So, gawin natin kulay blue na lang, So, dito naman, future worth. So, sabihin natin, this is the future worth of the inflow, cash inflow. Yung 27,000, nandiyan na yan. So, yung 185,000, yun na lang isosolve natin, annuity. So, ang future is mauuna yung 1 plus I, 0.25 raised to 5, positive 5 minus 1 over 0.25. So, the future worth of the cash inflow is 27,000 plus 185,400 times 1.25 raised to 5 minus 1 over 0.25. Solve lang natin. 27,000 plus 185,400 times 1.25 raised to 5 minus 1 all over 0.25. Then equal to, so the future worth of the cash inflow, yung pupasok sa ating pera is 1 million. No? 1,548,000, tama ba yung alala ko yan? 583.594. Ayan. So, yan yung future worth ni cash inflow. Okay? So, sa cash outflow, again, same lang din sila ng cash flow ni present worth. Ang pinagkaiba nga lang is future worth yung tawag dito, ang isosolve natin. Ayan. Lagay natin cash outflow. Tapos, i-compare lang ulit natin yan. So, dapat kung mas mataas yung inflow natin kaysa outflow para masabi natin justified. Kung mas mataas yung lumalabas na pera ulit, not justified yan. No? Lugi tayo dyan. Okay, so future worth. Baba lang natin. Ano? Yan. So, yung 270,000 ay compound interest formula yan. 1 plus 0.25 raised to positive 5. And then yung 91,800, that is annuity. So, 91,800 times future worth 1 plus 0.25 raised to 5 minus 1 over 0.25. Yan. Okay? Future worth, lagyan na lang natin dito sa ilalim, future worth ni outflow. So, the future worth of the cash outflow will be equal to 270,000 times 1.25 raised to 5 plus 91,800 times 1.25 raised to 5 minus 1 over 0.25. So, solve lang natin. So, that is 270,000 times 1.25 raised to 5 plus 91,800. Mali. 91,800 times 1.25 raised to 5 minus 1 all over 0.25. Okay? So, ang future worth ni cash outflow is 1,577,000. 1,577,380.078. Ayan. Again, by visualization, makikita na natin ulit na mas mataas yung future worth ni cash outflow na 1,577 compared sa future worth ni cash inflow na 1,548. No? So, ang ano natin dito, ang statement natin dito, so since future worth ni outflow is greater than future worth ni inflow, ayan, ganun pa rin, ano? Therefore, the investment is not justified. Is not justified. Ayan. Okay? So, similar na similar yung ano natin, no? Yung future worth method sa present worth method. So, future lang yung pinag-compare dito sa kabila, present worth method lang ang present worth lang ang pinag-compare. Okay? So, yan. So, yan yung pang-apat na method. And then, last method of making economy study is the payback period or payout period method. So, itong method na to, actually, hindi siya ginagamit kadalasan. No? Sa huli na siya ginagamit. Kapag na-prove mo na justified, tsaka mo gamitin to si payback or payout period method. Okay? So, sabi kasi dito, the payback period is commonly defined as the length of time required to recover the first cost of an investment from the net cash flow produced by that investment at interest rate of 0. Ayan. So, length of time required to recover the first cost. So, gaano katagal mo marirecover or babalik sa'yo yung capital na ininvest mo. Okay, from this example, yung 270,000, gaano katagal babalik yun sa'yo? Yung 200,000, 270,000. So, ang formula nito, no, payback period or payout period in years is investment, yan yung initial investment natin, minus salvage value all over net annual cash flow. Okay? So, sabi pa dito, note, in computing the total annual cost, depreciation will not be included. So again, hindi rin included dito, no? Sa present worth, sa future worth, tsaka sa payback period, hindi included yung depreciation. Yan, sabi dito, because method does not require the time value of money or interest, no? So kaya hindi na natin sinasama yung depreciation sa pag-compute ng payback period. So, the use of payback period for making investment decision should be avoided. Ayan nga, sabi ko sa inyo, hindi ito ginagamit. Itong unang-una pa lang, gagamitin mo na itong payback period. So, dapat avoided to, no? Ginagamit mo lang siya kapag na-proven mo na sa previous methods natin, itong apat na to, kahit anong gamitin nyo, prove na justified, tsaka nyo lang gagamitin to si payback period. So, as it may produce misleading result. So, ano yung mapuproduce ng misleading result, no? Mamaya malalaman natin. Okay? So, actually sa paggagawa kayo ng thesis or capstone, no? Sa mga project nyo, inahanap dyan, gaano kabilis mo mababalik yung puhunan mo, di ba? So, pwede mong gamitin tong payback period or mismo yung rate of return, no, na method. Okay? Ayan. So, paano natin masasolve to? Again, payout period is investment minus salvage value. Meron na tayong given yan. Ang kailangan natin yung net annual cash flow. Okay? Net annual cash flow. So, copy lang natin actually yung sa rate of return ulit. Yung annual revenue hanggang dito. Actually, pwede na hanggang net annual profit. Okay, copy na lang natin yan. 185,000. So, copy lang natin to kasi same process lang din yung gagawin dito. Okay, so anuin lang natin to 185,400 ang annual revenue. 185,400. Ayan. So, again, may investment na tayo, salvage value. Net annual cash flow is actually the net annual profit na rin. Okay, annual revenue minus annual cost. Pero, this time, wala si depreciation. Okay, kasi nasa meaning niya yan. So, hindi natin dapat sinasama si depreciation. Kasi nga, wala siyang time value of money and wala ding concern na interest. So, again, mali pa to. Kinapi ko lang para mas mapabilis tayo. So, mali ito. So, 81,000 plus 10,800, that is 91,800. And then, the annual net profit or the net annual cash flow. Okay, yun din yun, no? Annual profit or the net annual cash flow. So, same lang yan, no? Net annual cash flow is annual revenue minus annual cost. So, this one, palitan lang natin ng 91,800. And syempre, mali din to. Ayan. So, 91,800. So, minus lang natin yan. 185,400 minus 91,800. So, that is 93,600. Then, applying this formula, no? Payout period. So, payout period is equal to investment minus salvage value, di ba? Investment minus salvage value all over net annual cash flow. So, in years na to, no? Naka-years na siya. In years. So, substitute lang natin dyan. Investment natin, so tatandaan ko na, no? 270,000. And yung salvage, 10%, that is 27,000 pesos. all over, the net annual cash flow is 93,600. Yan. So, therefore, ang payout period natin dito is equal to 270,000 minus 27,000 divided by 93600. So, that is equal to 2.59 years. 2.59 years. Okay? So, ganyan katagal mo mababalik yung capital for this problem. So, bakit natin binaks yan? Kasi sa problem, is hinahanap din yan. No? So, hinahanap dito, what is the payback period of the investment? So, itong investment, mababalik naman yung puhunan mo no, ng 2.5 years. Diba? Pero, sabi nga natin, hindi nga siya ginagamit no sa decisions. Na-avoid natin kasi it may produce misleading result. Kung ito lang titingnan natin yung payback period na sasabihin natin, kaya naman pala bumalik ng capital ng 2.5 years eh. 'Di ba? Oo nga, pwede nga yan, bumalik yung capital mo, no? Pero yung gusto mong kikitain from that investment, hindi maaabot. Okay? So, kulang yan. Halimbawa, sa gastos mo, sa pamilya mo, sa mga luho mo, no? So, kulang yan. Kulang yung annual profit mo na ganito lang, no? Okay? Kulang na kulang yan. Kahit sabihin natin, kayang bumalik ng puhunan mo within 2.5 years. Again, ginagamit lang natin itong payback period kapag na-prove na natin na justified yung business by using this four method. The rate of return, annual worth, present worth, and future worth. Okay? Ayan. So, meron pa tayong next additional problem solving dito. So, sa next video na lang, no? Abangan nyo na lang yung next problem natin. Okay? And kung may ibang question, comment nyo lang ulit. And thank you.